Hey, what's going on everyone? In this video, I'm going to be comparing NordVPN and ExpressVPN and see how they actually stack up against one another. So I've actually gone ahead and signed up for both of these services, and I'll be showing you guys a behind the scenes look of the desktop apps and how they actually perform when using Netflix in other countries as well. So quickly, just before I do get stuck in, if you're looking to get started with either of these services, I do have massive discount links down below in the video description, which will definitely save you some money upfront if you do decide to go with either of these services. Let's get started. So the first thing I looked into when comparing ExpressVPN and NordVPN was the price. So as a VPN is a service that you sign up for, much like Netflix or Hulu, where you're paying monthly, you obviously want to get it as cheap as possible while still receiving a great service. So as for pricing, NordVPN definitely smashes this one out of the park, as when you sign up for their 3-year plan, it's only $3.49. And when you compare this to ExpressVPN, they're $8.32 for 12 months. And they unfortunately don't have a longer sign-up period for that. So for 1 year of ExpressVPN, you're paying $99.95. And when you compare this for NordVPN, you're paying $125.64, but you get 3 times the amount of connection time. So in this instance, NordVPN definitely comes out on top when comparing price. So the next thing I looked into when comparing Express and Nord were the amount of servers and countries that you could connect to on their platform. So as of making this video, NordVPN does have 5,200 servers in 59 countries. But when you compare this to ExpressVPN, Express only has 3,000 servers. However, you can connect to 94 countries. So in this instance, you'd maybe think that NordVPN is the clear winner. But for those that are outside of the United States, or for those that are just looking to connect to pretty much any country in the world, then ExpressVPN does have the advantage of allowing to do that as well. So in this instance, I would say they're on par, even though their offerings are quite different. But nonetheless, if you are looking to connect to North America, both of these providers do have hundreds, if not thousands of servers in North America alone, if you are looking to connect to the American version of Netflix or any other streaming service such as HBO Go or Hulu. So the next thing I looked into when comparing NordVPN and ExpressVPN were their security and encryption kind of benefits and features of their services. So in all honesty, I would say they're both pretty much on par. So if I just scroll down, you'll see that NordVPN does have military-grade encryption, the double VPN feature. And if I keep going, they do have the strict no logs policy and an automatic kill switch. So if the VPN was to cut out, it automatically severs your connection, so there's no possibility of your data being leaked online. And there's also the option for DNS leak protection, and they also do both work for P2P streaming and torrenting as well. And if I quickly go over to the ExpressVPN website and go to their features, you can see very similar offerings. You've got the kill switch, split tunneling, DNS, no logs policy. So when it comes to privacy and security, I would say NordVPN and ExpressVPN are on around the same level. So the next thing I compared between Express and Nord were the type of platforms that you can connect to on the one account, and also the amount of devices that you can connect to as well. So as NordVPN, they are able to connect to pretty much all major operating system or platforms. So this includes Android, Windows, Mac OS, iPhones, Android TV, Linux, Chrome, Safari, and the list pretty much does go on. And as for the amount of devices you can connect on NordVPN, you can connect up to 6 devices simultaneously. And when compared to ExpressVPN, they only have 3. So if you have many devices for yourself, or you're maybe looking to share the account with maybe a partner or a friend, then knowing this might be a bit of a deal breaker, as if you have 3 or more devices, then you unfortunately won't be able to connect all of those. You'll actually have to sign up for 2 accounts, or maybe sign up for a different VPN as well. But when you compare this to ExpressVPN, even though they can only connect 3 devices, the amount of platforms that you can connect to, they pretty much allow you to connect to everything under the sun. I know for some users of NordVPN, they have had some issues connecting to Amazon Fire Sticks and Apple TVs, But when it comes to ExpressVPN, I know there's many users that can connect with no issues whatsoever. So as for their compatibility page, they've pretty much got every console, every computer, every type of router, and also smart TVs that you can connect to as well. So even though you can only connect 3 devices, the amount of platforms you can connect to really do far outweigh Nord's offering. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to compare is the usability of both of these apps for streaming the American version of Netflix. So I've gone ahead and downloaded both of the apps onto my computer and signed up for their service. So I'll be showing you guys a real world scenario of how they actually perform connecting to another server, and actually the speeds and performance of both of these apps as well. So quickly before I do that, I've currently connected to the Australian version of Netflix, and I'm just going to show you this, and I'm going to search for Marvel, which unfortunately we don't have in Australia, and this is also the case for many other countries around the world. So what I'm going to do now is first open up NordVPN, and I'm going to connect to an American-based server. So this is the actual NordVPN desktop app. It's very easy to navigate and very easy to use. You can simply click and pan around to choose your specific country, and then you also have other options on the left-hand side for picking a dedicated IP address or connecting to a server for torrenting as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on the United States, and this will go ahead and automatically connect me to the fastest server in that region. And once it does, I get a notification saying that my entire device is now connected. So I can just go ahead and close this. And now I'll go back to my Netflix homepage. I'll refresh the browser, which will then put me onto the US version of Netflix. So now I can go ahead and search for the same title. And as you can see guys, we now have several Marvel movies that I wasn't able to access just moments ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on one of these and let it play out in real time so you guys can get an indication of speeds and performance when connecting to NordVPN. So as you can see guys, it's pretty much instantaneous load times, and this is all thanks to NordVPN having those 5,200 plus servers. And I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is streaming in high definition as well. So I'm just going to exit out of this, and what I'm going to do now is open up the NordVPN app and follow the same steps and just compare the two and see how they stack up against one another. So I'm just going to go ahead and first disconnect from NordVPN. So now my computer is back on the Australian version of Netflix. So again, I'm going to search for Marvel just to show you guys that I am. And as you can see, no Marvel movies to be found. So what I'm going to do now is open up ExpressVPN. And one thing I actually really do like about ExpressVPN is that it's just dead simple to use. I initially thought that the NordVPN app was very simple, but once signing up for ExpressVPN, I was actually quite surprised as to the simplicity of the app. So you can just go ahead and click on the particular country or city you want to connect to, and then once you do, you just click on this big button and then it connects you to the fastest server in that region as well. So once it is connected, I just get a notification on the app which notifies me in green, and that allows my computer to now be connected to the American version. So again, I'm going to go back to my Netflix homepage, refresh the browser, and this will again put me onto the American version of Netflix. So I'm going to go ahead and again search for Marvel. And as you can see guys, I'm getting the exact same titles as I am again on the American version. So I'm going to go ahead and click into one of these movies and let it play out in real time for our speeds and performance. So as you can see guys, we are now seamlessly connected to the American version of Netflix. And I'm not sure if you noticed that, but ExpressVPN was just a little bit slower than NordVPN. So both of these services do allow you to connect to the American version of Netflix with no problems whatsoever, and they're both incredibly fast as well. But when it comes to my overall opinion of these services, I would have to pick NordVPN, and this is mainly because they are half the price. They do allow you to connect to more devices, and they are equally as fast when connecting to servers around the world from my own experience. So again, if you are looking to sign up for either of these services, don't forget to check out the discount links down below in the video description. And also, if you've got any questions, feel free to hit me up down below in the comments section. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.